कर रहे हैं वो अटेंटिव रहें और इंटरेक्टिव रहें, हमारे साथ उनका इंटरेक्शन बना रहे। ऐसे ही आगे जो इनफॉर्मल और फॉर्मल सेशंस चलेंगे उनमें अटेंडेंस चलता रहेगा। तो वी विल बी शेयरिंग द लिंक्स एंड जिसकी अटेंडेंस सबसे अच्छी रही, सबसे ज़्यादा रही, वी विल बी रिकॉग्नाइज those presidents and secretaries. To the host of the eve, Manal, you can carry on.
Wow, amazing! So many clubs and their attendance shows the coming Rotaract year is going to be an exciting year, which not just enhance and makes our Rotaract movement strong, but also create a healthy environment and competition among the clubs. So, for that, to refresh your memories with the Rotaract Avenues, here we go with the session. And for this session, we have IPDRR of District 3272, his air conference, and not just create unity among the Rotaractors of the both districts, but also created impacted on positive future relations among the both districts. A smiling, charming personality itself, please welcome IPDRR Tala Mustaq for a session on the Rotaract Avenues. Guys, during the session, if you have any question, you can send it to the moderator, Javed. Thank you.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes,
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, Rotaractors, Rotarians, interactors, as I could see during the fellowship, early actors, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Talha Mushtaq and I'm immediate past district Rotaract representative from Rotary International District 3272, which is the bordering district with District 3271. Well, first of all, let me take this opportunity to congratulate our incoming leader, District Rotaract Representative-elect Ikra Sajjad, for a marvelous show that she has put up for not only the Rotaractors of 3271, but we can also see number of Rotarians, Rotaractors joining from 3272 and from the neighboring countries, as I could see a lot of familiar faces from India as well. So first of all, let me congratulate Ikra, District Trainer Dilawar Abdo, and the credit goes to DRR Rana Asad as well because the event is being held during his tenure. Moving ahead, I would also like to extend my congratulations to current DRC Arif Siddiqui Saab, DRC designate Raza Tabish Saab, District Governor-elect Farhan Isa, and I understand that there are powerhouses of Rotaract and Rotary behind these successful events because I had the opportunity of being the DRR last year and I could see that without our seniors, we are capable of nothing. So if we look upon 3271, we can always see the DG and D Tehzeeb Kazmi Bhai, who's a powerhouse of Rotaract and who's always behind the Rotaractors of 3271. We can always see PDG Salim Rao Sahab, who I could see here as well during this meeting, always supporting the cause of Rotaract, and most importantly, the person who has inspired me the most personally in my Rotary and Rotaract journey, past district governor Faiz Kidwai Saab. So they are all these people. We should really congratulate them for this event because without their support, I'm sure it wouldn't be this easy for Ikra and her team. And taking this opportunity, I will also like to extend congratulations to District Secretary Elect Sharjeel and Fike, the Home Club President, and the moderators are doing a great job as well. So well done, great show. We can see a lot of Rotaractors joining in, more than 200 participation. Earlier in the inaugural session, I could see more than 300 people right there on Zoom Live. So I'm sure that we'll have more and more Rotaractors by the time the session goes on. So well done, great job by Ikra and her team. Just before I start on my presentation today, I would just like to tell you a little story. When Ikra got elected as the district Rotaract representative elect, I called her away and I congratulated her. And the first thing we really talked about was that how little time she has for her year. She has to build her own team. She has to organize her training sessions, pets, sets, installation, whatnot. And normally when we see that a duty has been assigned, a leadership role has been assigned to a lady, there are a lot of doubts within the general public. But Ikra has shown us with her exceptional leadership skills that it was only her who can do it in this less time. So well done, Ikra, and congratulations. And I'm sure you lead the district in a great way. So moving on to our topic today, which is Rotaract Avenues. Very interesting topic. And I had been told by the organizers that we have a lot of new Rotaractors who will be joining this meeting, who are in this meeting right now. So we have to give a little more time on the avenues of Rotaract. And let me tell you one thing. If you understand the avenues of Rotaract, trust me, you'll definitely understand the idea behind Rotaract and what exactly you're capable of capable of within your personal life. If you are a Rotaractor, what sort of avenues it opens in your own personal life, it has a lot of importance, and I'll be explaining one by one. So first of all, little disclaimer that uh, the way this presentation has been designed by the organizer, it's more specific to the club avenues. So we'll be talking about each club, that how the certain specific club service director should act during the upcoming year. So it's more like a training for the club members who will be taking these roles. And I'm sure that the fellow Rotaractors should also take the notes, because they should know what is an exact role of for them and for their fellow Rotaractors. So I'll request the lover if he could please put up the slides. So, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, we have club service as a Rotaract avenue in our Rotaract avenues. Dilaver, if you could please move the slide to the club service. I believe there might be a technical glitch, but I'll just keep moving on. I'll try.
I have, but there is a network issue. It will be in some minutes.
All right, that's fine. So I have a lot to talk about, so that's all right. That is not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen,
we would love to listen to you.
Sure. Thank you, Dilaver. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is club service? You might have heard that there's a club services director, or there's a district chair for club services. Club services is the fun part in Rotractor, in Rotract and among the Rotractors. It is the part which we Rotractors should always be looking upon, because it includes all your club meetings, it includes all your fellowship events, it includes all the meetups which might not be your daily club meeting, your weekly club meeting. It could be any of a club meetup anywhere. If you're going for a trip, if you have organized a fellowship tour to any other city, to any other country, so the club services comes in, because they are the one who has to organize those very meetups. So club services include celebration and fellowship. It all starts here. Club service is the most important avenue of Rotaract, which keeps the team energetic and motivated. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not having fun in your meetings, if you are not gelling in together, there's no motivation, and probably you would not want to join the next meeting. So, the director club service should be focused upon how to make the meetings more interactive, more joyful for the Rotaractors. Events like movie fellowship, team outings, group dinners, they all fall under the club service avenue, which helps the team to get a stronger bonding and lead the club. Now, let me give you little examples of club service avenue, and one little announcement by the DRRE Ikra Sajad, that there would be a quiz on this very presentation right after our presentation, and you'll be given a link where you'll go and attend that quiz. And if your answers are correct, you have a chance to win very good prizes by the organizers. So you have a chance to win prizes if you are listening to this very presentation carefully. Let me give you little examples of club service avenue, what sort of days that we can celebrate. That would be a charter day celebration. We have seen in both the districts a lot of clubs, they organize their charter day celebration. There could be a birthday celebration of members, because after all, we are family, we are friends like family. So we tend to celebrate each day of each other's. And there could be a club picnic, there could be club game activities like cricket, snooker, tennis, football, whatever. There could be club movie fellowship, or club dinner or outing, just going out somewhere and having a dinner together and talking about everything, whatever is going on. So we need to understand what exactly service avenue of Rotaract tells us. It tells us that first, Rotaract is not only about service, it is more about fellowship. It is more about being with each other. It is more about making connections. It is more about having fun together. So, in Rotaract, the fun element is at first, and on number two, we have community service. So, let's not forget हमारा काम क्या है, हमने करना क्या है, हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पर्पस क्या है. Definitely, that is to serve above ourselves. That's our motto. So at number two, we have community service. The second most important chapter of Rotaract movement is community service. As a youth wing of Rotary Club, it is a responsibility of a Rotaract team to do good for the society they live in. Ladies and gentlemen, service avenue is as important as having fun together, is as important as having club, it's as important as we have discussed in the club service avenue, because that's our primary goal, to serve people. So all our service projects, our vocational training projects, they come under the community service projects. And to give you a little example of what we could do under community service avenue, we have cleanliness drives in our cities, we have tree plantation, we have orphanage and shelter home visits, finding free schools and admitting street hawkers children, traffic regulation, providing monetary support to patients belonging to unfortunate families, conducting free health camps in the rural areas. Now, let me explain that point as well. Dilaver, if you could please move the slides, please move it to the number 4, page number 4, where we are at events under community service avenue. Uh, Next one, please. Next one, Dil. Thank you. All right. So I'll just continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, as far as the free health camps are considered, even a Rotaract club can apply for a polio free health camp, where Rotary International, the Rotary Foundation, and the Polio Plus program helps you in conducting that very free health camp. So if we seek help from our Rotarians, I think you can organize a lot of free health camps where you don't even have to worry about the finances and all that. So the Polio Plus programs of Rotary International even allows Rotaract clubs to organize free health camps. Moreover, we have seen the Pakistan Literacy Mission, how Rotaractors within 3271 have been working hand in hand with the Rotary District leadership of 3271 under the leadership of PDG Faiz Kadwai for the libraries and for giving the books. So we need to understand it's not always the finances that we have to invest within our projects, even if we are organizing a community service project. All we have to do is that we have to be there on our feet. We have to tell the Rotarians that we are here as volunteers and we can be your arms and legs. We can carry out all those projects we have seen in recent times again in your district, because I'd always had a very close eye on 3271, how there is a frontline warriors team of Rotaractors within 3271. I think that's commendable. So you don't always have to invest your finances in a community service project. You can also invest your time, your energy, your emotions, and boom, you're good to go. So with that, we are done with the first two avenues. On number 3, which is very close to my heart, dear Rotaractors, that is professional service. Dilaver, if you could please move to the next slide, so that everybody could, have a look at the slides as well, because at the end there will be a quiz, and if your answers are correct, then definitely you are getting prizes. Uh, at number 3, we have professional service. What is a professional service avenue? It's a beautiful part of Rotaract, ladies and gentlemen, because at the very beginning when you join Rotaract, and at the point when you'll be leaving Rotaract and probably be joining Rotary, that would of course be a very emotional point in your life. But you'll see a huge change within your personality. You'll see a huge change within your work ethic when you are in your uh, in your during your businesses with your profession. You'll see how Rotaract has changed you, how it has polished you over the time, which you yourself couldn't understand at that point. Because, right, giving an example right now, these very learning sessions, starting from the inaugural session to this point, you could see that we had very learned senior speakers from Rotary and Rotaract, our leaders, who had been telling only good stuff to all of you, and they are not charging you anything for that. They're sitting right here. You could see a person, somebody like PDG Faiz Kadwai, who's sitting right here with all of us, observing us and trying to help us. He's not only helping us for the cause of Rotaract, but he's also helping us within to be better professionals in our in our work, in our businesses, in our professions. So I had seen a lot of changes in at least in my own personality before joining Interact and Rotaract. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd always been a very shy kid. I had that stage phobia. I could not face more than three people at one time. And I'd always been an introvert who could not go out and speak to people. But this very club, this very organization, this beautiful organization gave me a platform where I started from my club. I started from my Interact club where I had to speak to my fellow friends, my Interact friends, where I had to tell them about different projects, where I had to inquire about their health, I had to inquire about everything. And then the beautiful part where our meetings are so professional. When you're conducting those professional meetings, even at that age of 12, 13, 14, and then starting from Rotaract 18, 19, 20, you'll see how all this process, it changes your personality, it polishes your personality. And moreover, these are the changes which you would not feel, which you'll definitely get with the passage of time, when you'll get those leadership positions within your club, when you're chairing a specific committee, when you are president or secretary or whatever position you've been assigned, or if you're leading a project, you'll see how your leadership skills are exposed to the outer world and to your inner self as well, that you didn't know before. So, but again, within the professional services, what a club could do. These are all the things that I discussed, which you don't even know, and they're happening to you right there. But there are certain things that a director of professional services can arrange for the members. For example, we can conduct seminars, orientations, skill development tests. They're the key factors to encourage Rotaractors to stable up in their personal lives. Then the main aim of professional services to benefit its members to outcast themselves and become leaders tomorrow. So by conducting all these seminars, these orientations, and one more big advantage that we have is that we have our Rotarians right up there, people who have already achieved so much in their lives, and they will always be there for you on your one call, be it virtual meeting, be it physical meetings, and you can invite them to your club meetings and you can request them to share their experiences with you. Moreover, which again is a beautiful part of Rotaract, that we don't know that it's the biggest network in the world right now, as known as the United Nations of Common People. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so many connections within our this beautiful organization, within our club, within our district, within our uh, outside from the district. We have so many people that normally that we could never get hold of, but this organization, it brings those people very close to you, that they're accessible and you can go and even seek help in your professional lives. So professional service again is very important. Just to mention a few events that could be taken under professional service avenue, those would be seminars on career development, industrial visits of different industries, conducting aptitude tests for the members, seminars for school students, team organizing, district assembly and conferences, exactly what we are doing right now, participating or organizing Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, and also organizing vocational courses. So it's not a difficult task, and if we are creating all these opportunities for our Rotaractors, I think we are doing them a big favor that at this point that even ourselves and they don't realize. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, this would be our last avenue of service, and it is called as international service. Again, as I was telling you a few minutes before that Rotary and Rotaract, it's an organization which is a united nation of people. It is so much. It's a, as we all know, biggest service organization of the world for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. So, with international service, uh, even virtually, even this pandemic has shown us how the opportunities have arrived and how we can connect with people across the borders, people who are thousands of miles away from our home. We can click with them. We can be with them under only one click. It's a matter of one click, ladies and gentlemen. So when we have such tools with modern technology, we can definitely work on international services as a club, and we can try to every Rotary club tries to broaden their horizon on the perspective they have on international matters. Widely exploring intercultural diversities, we can definitely learn about more languages, more cultures, and the main part that this international services enables us to understand is that we become more patient towards other ethnicities, other cultures, other beliefs, and this is the beauty of Rotary and Rotaract, because we when we get to know more about different people, when we get to know more about different cultures, we start accepting those cultures, we start accepting those dissenting voices, and I think it's beautiful for our own selves and later in our lives as well. So with international service is all about making friendship and broadcasting your club activities with one another. We could see that on a Rotary dashboard, we can project our club projects. We can meet different Rotractors through social media, through these online meetings, through our WhatsApp groups and whatsoever. We can definitely be with each other. After my session, we'll have a session of PDRR Yatan Segal. He's the president of Rotaract South Asia MDIO, giving you a little example of international services. I'd never met him in person, but trust me, whenever we speak to each other, it feels like as if I'm talking to a brother. And now these are my connections in India. These are my connections in Indian Punjab, and I am one of his connections in this side of the border. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Rotaract provides you. I'll just like to summarize and give you one little example, because I think that's pertinent for the new Rotaractors to understand and to tell you what sort of things we can achieve with Rotaract, or what sort of prestige you get from this organization. A couple of years back, I had an opportunity to go to a law conference in Malaysia, and I was just living in a hotel. I randomly searched for local Rotaract clubs on Google. I sent them an email that I'm a Rotaractor from Pakistan and I would like to attend your club meeting. They took my number, they called me up that night, and they invited me to their place, and they requested me to leave my hotel as soon as possible and be with them for the next 7 days, where they took me for a tour of Kuala Lumpur and all other places which I would have to do on my own. But the idea there being that it was more like being with another family thousands and thousands of miles away from my home. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Rotaract gives you. It gives you a family in each and every country wherever Rotary and Rotaract is present. So it enhances your family, it gives you more connections, and little examples of international service avenue, which we can do right here. If given the situation, if we can't move internationally, we can have twin club agreements with the different clubs. We can celebrate International Day with the similar banners. We can have joint club bulletin, and we can also make club visits via Rotary program. So these are a lot of examples that we can, our chair of international, director of international service revenue within our club could try to go for. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the end, again, I would like to thank you for being patient, for listening to me. I hope during past 10, 15 minutes, I was able to clear all these four avenues of Rotaract. And now, when you join these four Rotaracts, join these four avenues of Rotaract, you get the Rotaract overall. And this is the beauty of our beautiful organization. I end my conversation with the quote from past District Governor Faiz Kadwai that if you really understand the idea of Rotary, there is nothing in the world that you cannot achieve from this organization. And that very quote has always left a very big mark on my thinking about Rotary and Rotaract, or exactly how to take this organization. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, it's a beautiful organization, and welcome to Rotaract. I hope you stay here in 3271 with the clubs. Would be beautiful. And at the end, let me congratulate Retractor Ikra Sajad for this wonderful conduct of her uh, sets and pets. Over to you, Dilaver.
Thank you, Tara, for the wonderful session.
Thank you so much, Kala, for an amazing session. And I would like to agree with you. That's correct. That DGND, David Tasmi is a powerhouse. He has been there whenever we need him. He is always so supportive with Rota movement. So yeah, we would be sharing the quiz link in chat. So everyone, please, you have like 2 to 3 minutes.
No. You have time to take the quiz. You can even take the quiz later on. So, Manal, move on later. Am I audible to everyone? Hello?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So the participants of the event, you have just 3 to 4 minutes for this quiz. At 10:55, no, the 10:55 p.m. is the last time to submit your response. The technical team, let's share the link. We have 4 questions in the quiz. There is no negative marking. Every question carries 10 marks. और हर एक पार्टिसिपेंट जस्ट एक टाइम ही रिस्पॉन्ड कर सकता है, तो फॉर्म फिलअप करने से पहले काइंडली बी अटेंटिव.
So as everyone said कि क्या मिलेगा हमें ये क्विज सॉल्व करके. So here I am. What you are going to get? You are for Karachiites. There are huge discounts on Burger Barrel and Crispy to Go. Those passes will be delivered to all the participants who will participate for these and give the right answers. And for all our other participants who are joining us from different places and different cities, for them we have gifts from Greeno and Pastel Cosmetics. So let's just win this quiz.
Okay, we have just 2 minutes for to end the quiz. Shajil, can you let me know how many responses we have get?
We have now 17 responses, 19, 22, 26, 28, 30. और भाई मुझे फोन करके मेरे से सवाल के जवाब मत पूछो. So far we have 58 responses. 1 minute left. After then, the link will be closed. Manal, please carry on the further with respect with the agenda.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, IPDRR, Salah Mustaq, for giving us this information. It will surely help the presidents and secretaries to plan their year well. In the past years, Rotaract has really grown in South Asia, and members are getting increased. Due to the fact Rotaract South Asia formed as multi-district information organization, and from the last 3 years of our DRRs and EDRRs are also getting acknowledged and taking positions in the team. To share more information on it, what and how it works, please welcome President for the year 2020 and 21, Mr. Yatin PDRR, Mr. Yatin Segal.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for having me here. Dilawar, if you can confirm I'm audible.
Please speak loud.
Yes, brother. You are audible.
All right. So yes, what an opportunity to be here at this hour of the day, and the strength that I see here, it really amazes me. 175 people, and it's almost turning to be midnight here in India, and the energy I see for the Rotractors participating in events at this hour, this is really an example. Congratulations to all the Rotractors who are actually here, and that shows the motivation that you have for the incoming year. Of course, that is going to be one added bonus for the DRR elect ICRA. And at that very point, I would congratulate ICRA on being elected as the DRR, and she has been working round the clock. I have been observing for each and everything. She knocks WhatsApp and tells me यतिन ये चीज कैसे होगी, यतिन ये चीज बता दो, असेंबली में इस चीज का कैसे फैक्ट्स और सेट्स में ये चीज का ध्यान कैसे रखना है. And I'm like amazed. Okay, that's the energy she has for an online event. Now, coming to the part I've been assigned to, it's a very interesting topic, of course. MDIO का role क्या रहता है? What is MDIO? How does RSC MDIO help in, uh, making road track districts better and better every year? So yes, RSAMDIO. It's a long name, and of course, a lot of Rotractors confuse it. It's Rotract South Asia, the South Asian region that we represent. Rotract South Asia Multi-District Information Organization. And for all the Rotractors present here, I have a beautiful slide that is coming up. Bilal, if you can just let me share the screen. All right, thank you. I can share the screen now. Is it visible? राना स्क्रीन दिख रही है?
Yes, दिख रही है.
All right, perfect. बहुत ही अजीब सा नहीं लग रहा है सच में, क्योंकि when I've been going to these sessions these days, there have been 3 sessions every day, and I'm addressing a lot of sessions not in my area, not in the community of Punjab. So I generally feel okay, I'm connecting with people for the first time, but when I come here तो एक लैंग्वेज सेम कल्चर सेम तो थोड़ा अभी कल या परसों भी दोनों डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3 to 7 1 और 7 2 के डीआरआर के साथ मीटिंग की एंड बहुत ऐसा लगता है कि सेम ही तरह के लोग हैं सेम लैंग्वेज है तो एक इंटरेक्ट करने में बहुत आसानी रहती है सो दैट इज वन वेरी मोटिवेटिंग पार्ट ऑन माई एंड कि जो इस वक्त भी आई लव टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड नॉट वेस्टिंग मच ऑफ द टाइम we'll proceed with overview of RSA MDIO and we'll also learn कि MDIO एक्चुअल में करते क्या है MDIO हमने सबने सुने MDIO एग्जिस्ट करते हैं कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है रोटरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट से डिफरेंट ये चीज वर्क करती है सब everything you'll get the answers to all so let's start first question सबके माइंड में होता है व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज एन एमडीआईओ व्हाइल आई वाज अ रोट्रैक्टर मुझे पता भी नहीं था कुछ एमडीआईओ नाम की कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एग्जिस्ट भी करती है when I became a DRR that was the first time I ever learned yeah there is an thing RSA MDIO in South Asia and that is doing something or the other but धीरे धीरे जैसे DRR year बढ़ता गया I came to understand the true meaning of an MDIO but these days protectors have turned very smart they know each and everything they are much into knowledge their curiosity levels are much higher और वो अपने आप figure out कर लेते हैं अभी क्या क्या opportunities हैं so MDIO stands for simple thing multi-district information organization it's clear from the name multi-district यानी बहुत सारे districts involved हैं इसमें एक या दो नहीं है सिर्फ ज्यादा districts involved हैं information organization पक्का कुछ ही organization कोई information के related काम करती होगी क्या काम करती है देखते हैं Several districts can work together to form multi-district information organizations. ये सिर्फ हमारे साउथ एशिया में नहीं all around the world जितने भी कॉन्टिनेंट्स हैं जहाँ जहाँ रोटरैक्ट है हमारे पास वहाँ MDIOs हैं इस टाइम पे आज के दिन में we have 24 MDIOs functioning around the globe for रोटरैक्ट MDIO spread information किसके बारे में जितने भी सर्विस प्रोजेक्ट्स हो रहे हैं या जितने भी कम्युनिटी बेस्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स हो रहे हैं दैट में आप जितने भी प्रोजेक्ट साउथ एशिया में हो रहे हैं we spread the information about those projects among the member districts. We let the districts know कि हाँ आपके around 3271, 3272 के around बाकी जगह साउथ एशिया में क्या हो रहा है मे बी कराची के क्लब्स लाहौर के क्लब से फिर भी कनेक्टिंग होंगे इंटर डिस्ट्रिक्ट कनेक्टेड रहेंगे बट डज दैट मीन कि रोटरैक्ट सिर्फ और सिर्फ साउथ एशिया में पाकिस्तान में एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है इट्स वेरी नेसेसरी फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू ऑल द रोटरैक्टर्स हियर टू नो दैट यस रोटरैक्ट इज फंक्शनल away from your district, deep down in South India, Sri Lanka, Maldives, they are doing wonderful projects. We go on the eastern side of South Asia, we have Bangladesh and Eastern India who are conducting amazing projects. नॉर्थ की टाइप ध्यान दें आपके दोनों डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हो गए नॉर्थ इंडिया में पंजाब हरियाणा राजस्थान गुजरात के डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हो गए तो अमेजिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स बट आप लोगों को कैसे पता लगेगा माइट बी यू से कि हम सोशली कनेक्टेड हैं बट डज दैट इंश्योर कि आप सबके सब सारे क्लब्स के साथ सोशली कनेक्टेड हो व्हिच ऑफ कोर्स इज पॉसिबल बट यस बहुत ही मुश्किल है दैट्स व्हाई द एमडीआईओस एग्जिस्ट बिकॉज़ वी आर कनेक्टेड विद ईच एंड एवरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट वी नो द इन एंड आउट ऑफ मोस्ट ऑफ द डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स कि कौन से डिस्ट्रिक्ट की खासियत क्या है कौन सा डिस्ट्रिक्ट किस ज्योग्राफिकल एरिया में एग्जिस्ट करता है कौन सा डिस्ट्रिक्ट का एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट है व्हिच कैन बी टेकन फॉरवर्ड एज अ आइडियल प्रोजेक्ट बाय ऑल द other clubs around. So that was what I was talking about. Purpose of having an MDIO. Information को आप तक पहुंचाना, information को आपके districts तक पहुंचाना, so that they can monitor their growth, they can monitor कि what projects are flowing around, what events are happening around the area, not only in South Asia, around the world, and also facilitating communication. And now when I say we encourage communication, we make sure that MDIOs act as a bridge between all the districts. आज अगर राना को या अनम को अपने अपने टेन्यूर्स में कनेक्ट करना था हमारे साथ they might have known a couple of DRRs राना को उसके बैच के DRRs पता होंगे अनम को उसके बैच के DRRs पता होंगे but that doesn't ensure कि आपका जो एक फोकस है या आपका जो एक डोमेन है वो it's widespread but when you interact with MDIOs when you engage with MDIOs that is the point where that scope increases where that network increases and MDIOs can also provide leadership trainings to Rotaract clubs and future district Rotaract leaders हम दिया मैं DRR था 17-18 में उसके बाद I went on to become a zonal director and now I have been assigned the role of RSC MDR president for the next year. That's I feel कि ठीक है इसके बाद now there are new opportunities in Rotary that I have to explore. but it is you. You are the guys from where we will get the new leaders. आप लोगों में से नए leaders आएंगे, आप लोगों में से नए DRRs आएंगे, नए MDA presidents आएंगे. You are the people who are the future of Rotaract. And when we talk, when in seminars like this, in sessions like this, it is because we are here to train you. We are here to make you aware why are these sessions necessary. Why is having an MDI necessary? Ikra got elected on in mid-April. So Tala and Rana, both of them, they are good friends of mine as well, and they called me up. New DRR, she's the new DRR. Yeah, she is well aware of road track. But yes, now we have very less time. तो मैंने कहा यार कोई मसला नहीं है कि अभी 2 दिन के अंदर ही रोड ट्रैक साउथ एशिया का ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट हो रहा है डीआरआर और डिस्ट्रिक्ट सेक्रेटरीज के लिए. We can register her for that, and she can participate. And that was the first time ever both the districts from Pakistan participated in any South Asian training program. मसले चलते रहते हैं सरकारों में जिसके चलते आप लोग यहाँ आ नहीं सकते, हम वहां नहीं आ सकते. But that didn't limit the boundaries of countries, didn't limit the leaders of Rotaract to interact with each other, to get the trainings that are necessary for a Rotaract leader to grow. Both Usman and Ikra from 3271 and 3272 respectively, they participated in the training program. अलग अलग ट्रेनर्स आए थे, आरआई प्रेसिडेंट्स, 3 आरआई प्रेसिडेंट्स मौजूद थे, आरआई डायरेक्टर्स मौजूद थे, और भी हर एक फील्ड के एक्सपर्ट्स दे वर प्रेजेंट. और ऐसे मौके थे जहां पर MDIOs made sure, Rotaract South Asia MDIO made sure that we don't leave the South Asian family anywhere apart. कि ठीक है वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं जो पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर सकते. We made sure each and every DRR from every part of South Asia participated. That's where MDIOs stand out. That's where MDIOs provide the leadership training to Rotaract clubs and the future district leaders. RSA MDIO and member engagement. 44 districts हैं हमारे साउथ एशिया में. Half of you might know it and half of you might know this for the first time. There are 44 RI districts in Rotary South Asia. Both the districts fall in zone 1B. India, Sri Lanka और नेपाल and Maldives, इनके districts आते हैं zone 4, 5, 6 and 7 में. We have 2 districts from Bangladesh. Again, they also fall in zone 1B. And together we all are a group of 44 districts, out of which 42 are the member districts of Rotaract South Asia MDIO. We are committed in providing stats-based information. Abhi, I remember it. You even can ask for the posters from Rana or Ikra. We shared posters जहाँ पे Rana के last, I remember Rana got extended his DRR term for some reasons last year. So I presented the stats कि Rana ये आपकी district की standing है, इस वक्त इतने member registered हैं, इतने clubs registered हैं, and that's what I shared with Ikra for 1st of June की Ikra 1st June से आपके इतने क्लब्स हैं एंड सेट अ टारगेट फॉर योरसेल्फ कि आपने अपने साल में इतने क्लब स्टार्ट करने हैं और इतने मेंबर्स को आरआई में रिपोर्ट करना है. So these are the kind of information we provide to all the member districts. And all the DRRs have different challenges and different set of targets. And that is what I personally believe. मेरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3090 parts of Punjab in India, इनके चैलेंज जो 3141 मुंबई है, यहाँ पे जो 3232 चेन्नई साउथ इंडिया, इनसे चैलेंजेस बहुत अलग हैं. We are geographically very big district. DRR के लिए हर जगह ट्रैवल करके जाना, DRR के लिए हर क्लब के इवेंट में पार्टिसिपेट करना is a bit tough as compared to the districts which are in one particular city. दिल्ली में 2 districts हैं. Within Delhi they can travel in one day, they can cover all the clubs. अगर वो सुबह गाड़ी निकाले तो रात तक वो सारे क्लब्स कवर कर सकते हैं. हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट की बात करो तो अगर सुबह यहाँ से निकले तो शाम तक तो वो बंदा क्लब तक पहुंचेगा. ये इतने दूर दूर क्लब्स हैं. So we prepare up training modules, we prepare up the materials for the district leaders उनके डिस्ट्रिक्ट के हिसाब से. Where does their district needs to grow? Where does their district wants to grow and where is the place जहाँ उनका डिस्ट्रिक्ट पहले से अच्छा कर रहा है. क्वार्टरली न्यूज लेटर्स निकलते रहते हैं जो कि साउथ एशिया के सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स जितने हैं उन्हें कवर करते हैं. ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं, रोटरैक्ट जोन इंस्टीट्यूट्स, रोटरी इंस्टीट्यूट्स, लीडर्स मेट लीडर्स एंड आल्सो agenda based trainers just like this program that Ikra is having, pets and sets. She is having agenda based trainers. Tala was here a few moments ago over the project avenues. जितने भी avenues हैं रोटरी के, उनके ऊपर कौन-कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स कर सकते हो उसके ऊपर. I am here to describe about the MDIOs. So that's how a district invites agenda based trainers from the MDIOs to make sure आपके Rotaractors, आप सब club leaders, district council members, all of you know the insights of Rotaract. You are educated enough about Rotaract. Whenever you join an organization or Rotaract, it's not any local NGO. It's a proper professional grown working committee, working organization around the world. You are recognized, the Rotary flag is recognized. We should be proud of this. The Rotary flag is recognized in most countries than any other flag. Why? Because they have set a standard. And similar is being followed by Rotaract. आज अगर आपको किसी भी बंदे से कहीं पे भी दुनिया में कॉन्टैक्ट करना है, वो हैपेंस टू बी रोटैक्ट, यू कैन फील अ लिटिल मोर कंफर्टेबल बिकॉज उनके नाम के आगे तीन अक्षर होते हैं आरटीआर, रोटैक्टर, व्हिच मेक्स इट अ लिटिल बिट ठीक है अभी रोटैक्ट का है तो चलो इससे हम बात कर सकते हैं, इससे कुछ काम हो तो वी कैन टेक एडवाइस फ्रॉम हिम और गेट इन कॉन्टैक्ट। अब किस तरह से सपोर्ट करते हैं एमडीआरएस? जितने भी ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स रहते हैं या ऑन दैट मैटर जितने भी मल्टी डिस्ट्रिक्ट इवेंट्स रहते हैं या फिर जितने भी ऐसे इवेंट्स हैं, प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं जहाँ पे एक से बढ़ के डिस्ट्रिक्ट इन्वॉल्व है, वी मेक श्योर कि कम्युनिकेशन चैनल डीआरआर के पास है। वी मेक श्योर कि दे आर मच अवेयर कि हाँ अगर इस रीजन में करना है तो कौन से डिस्ट्रिक्ट के साथ कॉन्टैक्ट करना होगा, अगर इस एवेन्यू पे काम करना है तो रोटरी के कौन से उस सीनियर रोटेरियन को एंगेज करना होगा, वो कैन हेल्प अस आउट। सो दैट्स वेयर MDIOs help us. That's where MDIOs partner with us and support us, support you guys in building up wonderful projects, in delivering great initiatives, which would have been good without the MDIOs, but with the MDIOs, it even grows better because you get a bigger circle, you get a bit bigger pool of network which you can explore and do well. And now, not taking much of your time, I open the house for question and answers. If there are any, please shoot them. Dilaver, over to you. Please take it forward from here.
Okay, if anyone has question, they can write in the chat box. We will be forwarding to Yatin. Any question regarding to RSA, MDIO, or just MDIOs, you can put your questions and queries in the chat box. Or you can raise your hand if you want to ask by yourself. Okay, we have one question, Yatin.
Yep, please.
Yes, you mentioned the member district. What does that mean?
मेंबर डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स का मतलब जैसे आपका डिस्ट्रिक्ट है रोटरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3271, दूसरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट रोटरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3272. So these are the districts. जब वो MDM का पार्ट बनते हैं, we call them member districts. They are our member districts. 3271 is our member district. They are the part of RSC MDIO and they are the district number 3271. That's simple term, member district. That's it.
Okay, thank you. We have another question. This is from Wajahat Zafar. Sir, how can we contact MDIO for any information regarding any Rotary club around the globe?
You have your DRRs. Get in touch with your DRRs. Your DRRs are regularly in touch with MDIOs. Remember one thing, my friend. Any club can reach out to the MDIO, but through the DRR, through the district. That's the hierarchy. अब समझो सिंपल एग्जांपल, अगर आपको रोटरी के बारे में कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो ऐसा नहीं आप सीधा रोटरी प्रेसिडेंट को मेल डाल दोगे. You will reach out to Rotary support centers. Similarly, MDIOs are there, but MDIOs deal only with the districts. They deal only with the DRRs or representatives of the districts. The club has to reach out to MDIO for any kind of information. They can reach out to us, but through your DRRs, which is for your district. Next year, you can reach out to ICRA whenever you have any doubts or whenever you have any queries you want to connect. I hope that answers it.
Okay, someone has asked that can a Rotaractor join the RSA MDIU directly? This question is raised from RC Gitanjali, Kolkata.
Any Rotaractor can join the MDIO given that he or she has already served his or her district as a DRR. पहले फोकस ऐसा होता है कि फर्स्ट व्हेन यू जॉइन अ क्लब तो आपका फोकस डीआरआर बनने पे नहीं होता, आपका फोकस होता है क्लब को लीड करने में, अंडरस्टैंडिंग द फंक्शनिंग ऑफ क्लब प्रेसिडेंट बनने में. व्हेन यू आर डन विद द क्लब प्रेसिडेंट थिंग, व्हेन यू अंडरस्टैंड द डायनामिक्स ऑफ अ क्लब, उसके बाद इट्स अ टाइम टू अंडरस्टैंड योर ओन डिस्ट्रिक्ट. एंड वंस व्हेन यू आर डन अंडरस्टैंडिंग योर डिस्ट्रिक्ट, you apply for the DRR. If you want to become the DRR, you're welcome. You are, if you understand your district, you have delivered well, you're welcome to join MDRs. I hope that answers it.
Okay, we have one last question. Are there any exchange programs by MDIO?
There are exchange programs by the MDIOs in way of multi-district conference events. We don't deal directly, we don't function directly as a district does. जैसे district के inter district youth exchange programs होते हैं, वैसा कोई program MDIO की तरफ से नहीं रहता है. We only facilitate such programs. By that I mean कि जैसे आपके डिस्ट्रिक्ट ने 3-4 डिस्ट्रिक्ट इंडिया के साथ टाई अप किया कि ठीक है गाइस वी वांट टू प्लान अ फेलोशिप इवेंट, तो ऑल द डीआरआर अप्रोच अस कि एमडीआर इसमें क्या हेल्प कर सकता है. सो वी कैन हेल्प यू कनेक्ट. अब जैसे इंडिया से पाकिस्तान नहीं जा सकते, पाकिस्तान से इंडिया नहीं आ सकते, सो मे बी वी विल गेट इन टच विद एमडीआर्स फ्रॉम other continents and from the UAE, may Middle East, may we contact with the MDRs. We set up an event for you guys. You guys can go there and participate. So yes, a district organizes the exchange programs, not the MDRs, but we can facilitate such programs.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time and answering the queries. I would like to call Manal Isaac to carry on with the agenda.
Please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yati, for this information. We are sure and hopeful that we will be the biggest MDIO one day. Now we have some interesting surprise for you guys. So for the group engagements, I would like to call the Rotaract Bilawal Hussain Abu.
Okay, once again, अस्सलाम वालेकुम everyone. अच्छा, ग्रुप इंगेजमेंट कुछ इस तरह से है कि हमने प्रेसिडेंट इलेक्ट्स और सेक्रेटरी इलेक्ट्स जो हैं हमारे, उनके हमने ग्रुप्स बनाए हैं. सो वी विल बी इंगेजिंग देम इन ग्रुप्स. एक्टिविटीज सुबह से शेयर होंगी वहां पर, एंड विद इन 2 to 3 minutes वी विल बी शेयरिंग एन अनदर क्विज फॉर ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स. तो वी विश कि आप सब जो हैं उसमें रिस्पॉन्स देंगे, जिस तरह से लास्ट रिस्पॉन्स जो आया है, अबाउट 98 responses we have get in the last quiz, and we are compiling the results, and at the end of this event by 21st June we will be disclosing the winners for the quiz. So let me ask Sharjeel to share the link in the chat box. Just wait for 2 to 3 minutes as we are compiling the results and sharing the link for the next quiz.
So, all right. Since we are seeing protractors from outside Pakistan as well, so may we know from which countries we are having these protractors? And one more thing I would like to clarify regarding the gifts we are giving to for these crispy to go deal for all the retractors, that those who are available in Karachi because they have the deliveries in Karachi. Burger Barrels discount offer for all the road tractors, and deliveries are only in Karachi because they are also in Karachi based. But for all others, those who are not from Karachi based, we have some gifts from Greeny and Pastel Cosmetics. So you have the opportunity as well. So I believe K start participating in them. So can we see the retractors from other countries who are in the chat, or you can share your city as well if you are from Pakistan. All right, the link is there for everyone. I hope the time starts now.
Okay, participants are requested to submit quiz, and then we will be concluding. I want to acknowledge some gratitude to DG and D Tehzeeb Kazmi. Sir, you have always been a great support to us. There are no more words to say for you. आपने हमेशा हमें सपोर्ट किया है, जब जब जहाँ जहाँ हमें आपकी सपोर्ट चाहिए आप वहाँ पर अवेलेबल रहें. आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स अगर आप लोगों ने हमारे साथ सपोर्ट रखी है हमेशा, एंड वी विश कि आप आगे भी हमें इसी तरह से सपोर्ट करेंगे. And Talha, thank you for your all the words you personally texted. And DRC Sir Nadeem Madhar, sir, thanks for your acknowledgement and appreciation and for your time. आप इतनी देर से हमारे सारे ट्रेनिंग सेशन को अटेंड कर रहे थे. Hopefully you have enjoyed the session. And how can I miss Sir Salim Rao Saab? And he has always been an inspiration for me, my mentor. Jalil Bhai has called some days before and he was congratulating me for everything. Sharjil, if you can tell me the number of responses we have get.
We have so far responses like 60 and it's still growing. It's 75 now.
I can see Anam Akram here. Thank you Anam for joining, for everything. आपकी गाइडेंस, आपका हर जो है जगह पे हमें बताना कि अब आगे किस तरह से करना है और एक रूट मैप देना. थैंक यू फॉर एवरीथिंग. थैंक्स फॉर योर टाइम. Okay, we have just 1 more minute to end the responses from quiz, and we will be concluding our day here. Thank you everyone for joining us. We will have another day tomorrow with wonderful sessions, and I will call DRR Ikra Sajjad for the closing remarks. Over to you, Ikra.
Thank you so much, Dilawar. Uh, I hope सबको मेरी आवाज आ रही है. So to begin with, I would like to thank IPDR Tala Mushtaq and President-elect Yatin Sehgal for such informative sessions for our Rotakus. Thank you so much. I believe काफी सारी confusions and काफी सारी चीजें clear हो गई होंगी for our Rotakus. So thank you so much for such an informative session. To go ahead, I would like to thank DG and Tehzeeb Kazmi for always being a support throughout our trainings and the planning and everything. You have been there, sir. Thank you so much. PDG Faiz Kidwai, PDG Salim Rao for constantly supervising and constantly being a part of our team right at this hour. You guys here, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And for to be a part of our sessions, it's an honor to have you here. That you take so much interest and so much connectivity with me. Thank you, sir. You have been like here from the start of the session till the end, and even in the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for being so supportive. Then I would like to thank PDRR Anam Akhtam to be part of the session. Thank you, Anam. We have PDRR Jaleel Malik also in the session. Thank you so much, sir, for honoring us with your presence. Likewise, I have a lot of international Rotaractors and Rotarians and my own Rotaractors and Rotarians. Thank you so much for being a part of this session. ये आप लोगों की बदौलत है कि हम लोग इस इवेंट को इतना ह्यूज सक्सेस बना पा रहे हैं. मैं आगे भी आप लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि जितना हो सकता है आप लोग पार्ट लें इन ट्रेनिंग में, बिकॉज ये ट्रेनिंग सिर्फ और सिर्फ आप लोगों के लिए की जा रही है. बिकॉज वी रियली वांट कि हम जितना अपने एंड से आप लोगों को हेल्प कर सके हम हेल्प करें. एंड इफ देयर इज एनी कंफ्यूजन, जहाँ पे भी आपको लगे यू नीड एन एक्स्ट्रा अटेंशन, तो आप लोगों के लिए हम लोगों ने व्हाट्सएप पे ग्रुप बना दिए. we'll entertain all your questions we'll entertain all your questions after the sessions on WhatsApp groups. Furthermore, I would like to congratulate the host club for today, that is host Rotaract Club of Karachi. They have done a phenomenal job. So thank you so much, Rotaract Club of Karachi. Furthermore, WhatsApp activity, we are going to have WhatsApp activity starting from tomorrow. कल से ग्रुप में एक्टिविटीज शुरू हो जाएंगी. We have planned a lot of interactive and engaging activities for you guys. उनमें भी prizes हैं. These prizes are to motivate you, to encourage you to take part in this. And after this session, the prizes will distribute to the winners and we'll announce them. That's all for today. Please, आप लोग बाकी के 2 दिन भी हैं, तो full prepared test trainings हैं आप लोगों की, तो please do come. Thank you so much. Thank you.
रुद्रा का यहाँ पर शेयर हो गया था.